Hi, this is Mauvu doing your feedback. If you have any questions, ping me in your thread and I'll try to respond. Okay, so I had a quick read of the stuff you said about the run in your thread. So I'll try not to double up on the comments you made about the run yourself, but I might forget. I'm just gonna quickly rewatch the start of this. Okay, we got like a faint spike, but are we playing on 50 entity distance? Oh, that was just this rune portal. I'm surprised it doesn't give as large a spike. I'd play with hitboxes on at all times, because like, you want to use them for the end fight, and finding help, and just like, being able to notice mobs better, because they're like more obvious, and like with a skeleton, and like, in the fortress it's easier to see with its hitboxes on. And just having the whole run with hitboxes on means you don't have to ever worry about doing that. And like, you might say measuring eyes on a thin, like a tall macro is difficult because of hitboxes, but yeah, with tall macro it's just not a problem at all. Like, it doesn't obstruct your view at all. um so there's technically an argument here to like front load some wood from one of these trees with your gold axe, but I don't I don't hate this either, because like, you're going back to that rune portal, right? Regardless. So going back to those trees is kind of on the way, so it's like front loading that wood, it's like, it's not fully on the way, so it's a little bit like you'd have to go a little bit to the left and then to the rune portal. But like, it does mean you'll be going back to trees later when you might have shares. So like, the like movement overlap, I mean, you wouldn't be able to get shares efficiently. Um, unless the boots are like feather falling or depth strider, just throw them out. Um, because in the bastion, if you like loot a chest and you're like under imminent threat from like sword guys or something, and there's a gold boots in the chest, you want to put it into your offhand straight away, exit the inventory, exit the chest, and equip the armor like straight away. If you've got the leather boots on, you can't do that when you've got boots already equipped in 116. Like, you can do that in later versions, but not in 116. Um, it's like a minor thing here. Like, sure, getting all 8 logs is fine, but like, it's also just slower on this seed in particular, because you can see, right, you get 4 logs, you can make your crafting table, 8 sticks, and a boat with that. So the logs you're getting now is literally just for beds, right? So you get those 4 logs, you make your crafting table, sticks, and boat, and then you make your iron pickaxe, shears, iron axe, and bucket, and iron shovel, because you can make an iron shovel because you don't need the 1 extra for your flint and steel because you've got a fire charge. So you can make all your tools as well, and then you have the shears while you're still at this tree, so you can get these leaves as well. The reason why this like really matters on this seed is because you want to get this tree because oak trees are so much easier to get the leaves from in savannah than a savannah tree like that, right? So now, when you craft here, you make shears, and either you just get the leaves from this tree, or you have to backtrack to that tree, and then yeah, backtracking is it's not good, like pretty much ever. For ingots specifically, I'd recommend like using the book doing the tick and then just butt crafting the ingots instead of dry crafting them. Yeah, and then another thing, like just before crafting, you want to take everything that's not necessary for crafting off your hotbar. So like, I mean, you don't really want to take the fire charge off because you want to use that later in the overworld, but like everything else, like the obsidian, this gold pickaxe, you're not going to use in the overworld, the rotten flesh, and the carrots. And then also, if you are but crafting ingots, you shift click them off of your hotbar as well, so that the spare nuggets from the ingot craft is also like out of your hotbar. Like doing all of that means you have more free hotbar slots for your stuff to go into. And if everything you crafted is on your hotbar, you don't need to worry about the sorting you do here. If it's just all on your hotbar, you go to your axe, you mine the crafting table, you go to your shears, you shear the leaves, and then while you're going to your enter, you can offhand sort your hotbar to whatever you're comfortable with. Um, and then here, you leave your craft, like you're not going to be crafting anything else, so you should pick up your crafting table before going for this tree, so that you can you pick up the crafting, you mine the leaves on that first tree, pick up the crafting table, go to this tree, mine the leaves, grab your water, go to the rune portal. It's going to be less backtracking than what you do here, because like this tree, that tree, back to this tree, then to the water and then rune portal. Just a little bit like more running that could have been avoided. Um, this portal, like, as long as you've only got crying on one side, you just know you can do the like fast completion like every time. And there's ways to adapt this fast completion to when you've got crying on multiple sides. If you want me to like send you a video of them, just respond in your thread, like just being me asking for it, because I'm not going to be uploading this video at the same time I'm recording it, so I'll likely forget to do so. Portal was good. Oh, one thing in the overworld, I don't think we ever changed our pie chart to spawn up high. Just something you want to overlap in the nether enter like portal animation. Um, okay, yeah, we got the spike. You normally want you want to use thin macro instead of 30 FOV because it gives you like the same like quality E-ray in like how wide your screen is. But also it's basically it's not worse at finding far bastions, and it's better at finding close bastions. And also you don't have to rely on your cursor spawn RNG to settings change to like, so like you might have like a weird cursor spawn and then your settings changes weird, and it's just annoying to deal with that. Did we not craft boat in the overworld? It should be a just a craft you do every time in the overworld. Like you do tools, bucket, boat, and then doors if it's an ocean enter. Ooh. Yeah, just be like more aware of I mean I can say be more aware, but like that doesn't really mean anything, but like you see this bastion, right? I mean, the reason you fall in is because you're changing the pie chart, right? So had you done that in the overworld, you would be like, then you would have had the like the awareness to like be looking at where you're running instead of looking at the directory you need to put into the pie chart. Okay, bridge. Yeah, I mean, you said in your own like analysis, you should use the gold pickaxe here. Just fully break it to get blocks. Because 20 of these is not going to be enough to get to the chalice and do your bridge bastion route. Oh yeah, and we should. I mean, like even if we're not, because we can't really gold pickaxe anything here. Like say we'd only just realized we need the blocks. You just gold axe this part of the tree that's like up off the ground, like 6, 7 logs, 28 blocks. That's your whole bastion route pretty much, apart from like a few like special bridge ones. Um, yeah, even here you can like mine the ceiling for netherrack. There's loads of places to get blocks here. Yeah, you definitely picks up on that in your own analysis. So I'll stop mentioning it. Um, don't craft gold carrots in the chalice unless you're like, because what that is like it's like you're not comfortable with like surviving the bastion route. Wait, so that just means like you should just practice it more, right? Instead of wasting this time getting the fast healing food sooner, you just like practice the bastion route more to do this. But yeah, the reason you don't want to craft gold carrots here is it's just fully unoverlapped. Like your pigs aren't trading or anything. Um, I would have liked to see, yeah, like normally when you're running past here, you could tell already if you're looking hard, but you like look to the right here to see if it's a triple or not on the right side. Um, we don't. If we've already got 8 gold carrots, we can just leave him to die. We don't need to get his food as well. Like, I mean, I get it. Like like on average, on like on the average seed, getting the pork chops from this guy is the correct play. But given you've got 8 gold carrots, you don't need them. Like 8 gold carrots is like tons of food. Feels like 100 health. Might actually be. No, it's not quite 100 health. I don't think. Is it? I'll do the math on that in my own time. But yeah, I mean, given had we seen it was a right triple as well as left triple, because we saw left triple entering the bastion. But if we'd seen it was both right and left triple, we could have done. I think it's called Boyan Bridge, where you do the start of Crack Smoker, and then you bring the pigs over from right triple, and then do DK, like, and then do the first half of DK, and then like, yeah, it's a pretty like, it's just like combining Crack Smoker and DK. If you want, I can like show you a demonstration of it. Yeah, just ask me to send the video if you want, and I'll record it for you. So I just say if you're having trouble like getting your render distance to the exact distance the uh the fortress is, just go up a little bit slower. Like I mean, it looks like your I guess it's, yeah, your GPU is like struggling a little bit because the FPS, which is why the uh, the chunks aren't loading like quickly. So I mean, the best way to deal with that is just to F3F slower, basically. It's not like a great solution, but it's the only thing you can really do. Um, yeah, I'd say I like pearl hanging, but you also need to check the other triple to get 20 obby or like more string or anything. Okay, we got 20 anyway. Split string. Um, for like an inventory management sort of advice, in the Bastion, you want to be throwing out the stuff you're not going to be picking up more of from trades. Like for example, you wanted to like store your inventory and then you throw out your leather, and then the pigs do another trade cycle. One of them trades like some more leather, and you pick that back up. Well, now you might as well have just not thrown out the leather in the first place, right? Because you'll just have you're still getting a slot occupied with some leather. So the what you want to do is you want to throw out the stuff that you don't get from barter specifically. So that's like this netherrack, the basalt, gold nuggets, shears if you want. And the main thing you throw out is like the blackstone bricks, cracked blackstone bricks, chiseled blackstone bricks, the stuff that the blocks you mine when doing the bastion wrap. Those normally account for like 3 or 4 um, inventory slots. Splitting another brick is, I mean, 3 stacks is a lot, but yeah, it's a good habit to do. I mean, yeah. Why are we not like 8 gold carrots? Is just a low. We don't need to preserve our food if we've got 8 gold carrots. So just use the gold carrots. Um, RSG, you don't. I mean, F3F is good for setting up the pearl hang, but in RSG, just do a settings change to max out your render distance instantly. Um, and then yeah, you want to fire res on Bastion Leave when you've got multiple like that. Don't bother conserving your fire res. Just just use it on the Bastion Leave and then use the next one on the first portal re-entry. Um, okay, we haven't. Are those the Soul Speed boots or are those like the Frostwalker ones? But yeah, for pearls like this, when you just want to go as far as possible, if possible, you want to have Soul Speed boots equipped and do like 2 blocks of soul sand, stand on top of them, sprint forwards, get the soul speed effect, and then jump and throw the pearl right after that. So it has like really high velocity. Like even better is like the bed boost pearl, but like no one's doing that because it's just stupid. Um, yeah, you were like talking about the blind pearl in your self analysis. That's totally reasonable to send that blind pearl. Like in ranked, it's usually not good because it's just not consistent. But that was completely fine. It's just like you go as fast as possible in RSG. Okay, so here, so ideally, before getting to the fortress, you want to change your pie chart back to the mapless pie chart so that you can use it in situations like this where the fortress is like kind of buried. So you can use your pie chart with thin macro to try and pinpoint the direction where a block entity is. Now, sometimes you'll find like a chest from the bad part that was just, it wasn't obvious that it was a chest because you couldn't tell the bad part was there. But most of the time, you'll be able to use the thin macro and map a spy chart to find a spawner. So like here, if we were doing that, you'd go thin macro and go like sweeping right to left. And if you get no spike, you know that the spawner isn't close. And if you get one, you try go in that direction in the fortress. Um, it seems you don't really have a set hotbar for the Bastion Leave. Like, having a set hotbar for all the different parts of the run is ideal, but most importantly is like having your overworld to Bastion route, like hotbar, where it's like all your tools, the lava, the boat, the blocks, the flint and steel, all of that stuff, right? And then your Bastion Leave on, which has your boat, your most people go with gravel and soul sand as 2 blocks, and then your pearls as well, like, and not like this crying obby. I mean, it's not really doing anything, is it? Like, you've basically got a useless hotbar slot here, and then like the gold axe as well. Why not shovel? Like, it's kind of hard to explain the importance of it like this, but just having a standardized hotbar lets you play so much more confidently with everything that you want to do because you know where everything is. Like all your resources are just in like you have immediate access to them. Um, if you're trying to play like conservative but you have a good fortress like this, you don't start playing dynamic render distance or like 5RD or whatever you want to play until you see both spawners. So like at this point you're like, okay, I lower my render distance to try and spawn a few more strays, and it's not a problem that I can't see very far because I already know where both spawners are. The only problem it could cause is like spawning some withers over by the spawner or something, but you should be able to deal with that as long like especially that this hallway where the withers would be here, you're coming along here, you'd easily be able to knock them off the side. Yeah, one thing I will say is I I don't actually remember how many pearls we have, but given we have like 8 gold carrots and pork chops as well, we should really be trying to make use of how much food we have to go as fast as we can. So like using pearls whenever they seem like a half decent time save. So like what I would say is like here pearling to the other spawner. Like if we've okay, we don't have many pearls, so probably not possible to even do that here. But yeah, on most seeds, when you get a lot of pearls and a lot of food, that's generally the way you want to play. Like extremely um like unconservative with your health. Like you just keep throwing the pearls and try and like maximize the pace you can get out of like spending your health. Like the health is a resource that you want to use. Um, we don't have all our rods, do we? And even if we do, we want to have our Eyes of Ender pre-crafted when we blind. Um, because having them crafted in the Nether means that the time we spent crafting was overlapped with the blaze spawner ticking on its next cycle, whereas crafting it in the overworld, that just means your blaze spawner isn't as far along into spawning the next cycle. I mean, it is what it is. Kind of just got to be like more locked in. Um, or I just don't like it doing this. like ocean. I know like this is we fell down the ravine and like it's bad. Um, given this situation, the correct thing to do is pearl up to the top of the ravine, I think, and clutch on the side. So you're on two hearts. You dig up to the surface of the ocean, get in your bow tie, eye measure, do all of that, and then you do the ocean hunger reset in the 2x1 and use drowning damage to die, so you save an extra pearl. So you're only using one pearl to do this hunger reset. So then, I mean, you don't even need to hunger reset. I'm looking at this like 4 bars down and half health, thinking we need to hunger reset, but we've got like infinite food, so yeah, you can just pearl up, go to the surface, and do your eye measurement. Is this like no calc or something? Is this just straight up no calc? Okay. Yeah, maybe a surface eye measure doesn't matter as much then. Um, yeah, with fire, I mean, you start drinking it there, but it should be muscle memory to drink it inside the port animation here. So you put it over where your obby is normally, and then you drink the fire res, throw out the bottle, and then pick block the obsidian back into that slot. And it should just be like muscle memory to do that every time. Instead of like you had to drink it there and you weren't killing the blazes while that was happening. Okay. I feel like we didn't need to pull there. Like unless the stronghold is, well, we didn't. We're doing no calc, so we don't even know where the stronghold is. Like really. And then yeah, I didn't. I'm not really liking this. The decisions in this post nether. Like I boat down here because we're like kind of low on pearls and we want to save them for zero cycle if possible. Is it no calc? Because if it's not, if it is no calc, you just like send it here or something. Like you play for the fast second portal split or something. I'm confused about like going further than here if it is no calc. I'm just gonna rewatch the eye measuring again, make sure I didn't miss the clipboard message. 24 point. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm really confused about sending this pearl. Like, you're going off angle. Well, you don't really have a good angle, like, here anyway. But you're just going way off angle. Like, it's a weird pearl. And, like, you could have just built your portal here. Like, it's not like going up there is more likely to hit the stronghold either, because you don't know whether, like, the stronghold could just as likely be around here than to where you're pearling to. Like, I don't think that pearl makes any sense at all. I mean, yeah, failing the pearl doesn't help either, but yeah, going for it to begin with didn't feel good. I mean, I guess we're going for center of ring, but I don't really like playing for that. Like, I just like playing for the fastest second portal split. That this is speaking from like when calc wasn't a thing, like which was last time I played like that was, when was that, like 2021? Jesus Christ. 4 years ago. Okay, it's this Axis. I mean, yeah, I have a lot less experience in Axis because it came out shortly before um, Calc, and then I switched to Calc when Calc was legalized. So like I have like a solid amount of time on no Calc, but I don't have much experience with Axis. So yeah, I'm guessing the way we're using these pearls though, we're not going for zit. Like we just don't know zero or something, which it's I'd recommend learning it because the consistency it offers in pace is just so good. We overpowered by one, but at least I don't hate it. Like pulling down to 11 pearls. Is the eye stuck in a cable something? Kinda sucks. There's a I'm assuming you heard the eye not break, because I think it makes a different sound depending on whether it breaks or not. That might just be like me going insane though. I feel like this is really dark. Is it? Like it feels like it's not Gamma 5. It's smooth lighting R. I don't know. Delayed. I mean, yeah, playing on higher gamma lets you notice the stone bricks sooner, and then you can just pre-fire the hotkey, and then water clutch is easy like that. Um, so here, I don't know. I'd recommend learning hitbox preemptive, and then in dig downs where your second portal doesn't hit the stronghold, what you do is so basically the thing with hitbox preemptive is you want to be highlighting a block at all times during the preemptive scan, and the way you do that without being inside of the portal frame for another portal is you place a block. I'll try and pause it while you're looking. Um, that's it. You place a block below this torch and stand on it so that your head is inside the torch, so that no matter which way you're looking, you're highlighting the torch block. Um, yeah, I mean, the reason highlighting a block is important is that it nullifies unspecified in the pie chart, which is important for hitbox preemptive. I'm not going to fully explain hitbox preemptive. If you want to learn it, I can send you the video tutorial by Mauvu. But yeah, the standing under the torch tech is not in that video because it wasn't a thing when it came out. Now I'm going to actually pay attention to your preemptive scan. We're doing the hitbox stuff. Yeah, we're not highlighting the block. That's a good spike, in my opinion. Maybe you've got weird hardware, but it looked pretty good. It looked a little bit on the edge, but it looked like I think it's the pure spike where there's no chests anywhere. It's what causes the pie chart to be like equal parts unspecified in block entities. And on most hardware, it's normally around, the spike is about like half of the pie chart for the pure spike. I mean, yeah, we just don't need, like, we've got 4 gold carrots. You don't need anything else. Like, don't worry about getting this apple. So just down here, yeah. So I don't know if like playing on the low brightness and smooth lighting is like something you'd be willing to change, but playing on no smooth lighting, the lava light, the light coming from the lava from the portal room, shows a specific different light levels on each of these blocks here when the portal room is directly after the downstairs, like these downward stairs. So looking at the light level on these blocks with smooth lighting off, you can easily determine if the portal room can be at the bottom of these stairs. Like, it's hard to look at it and tell with smooth lighting off. With smooth lighting on, sorry. Yeah, there isn't a guide like for all the different stronghold like rooms next like all the light patterns that can indicate the portal room. I might make something like that at some point, but yes, it's something to experiment with if you want to switch to no smooth lighting. So this is the part where we realize we use the wood. I take it, and then I hope you don't mind, but looking at this, I don't really want to watch a 10-minute end fight where we're pillaring up to blow up crystals. I'll look at how you set up the one cycle. Where's the dragon? Is it front right? Yeah, so you want to set up the obsidian. If the dragon's front right, you set up the obsidian on the right, and you stand over on the left. And then if it's on the left, yeah, if it's back left, you set it up on the left, and you stand over on the right, basically. So yeah, that was good. Well, yeah, you can. Do you not know boat break? I take it. Oh, no string is. Oh, you overcraft wall. That's what happened there. Yeah, it should just be a habit to never craft a non-multiple of 3 amount of wool. Because it's just like a bow is just so nice, like all the time, and ensuring you have the string for it is good. As far as breaking the boat here to get 3 more planks, I'm gonna try explain how you do it, but you might just want me to send a video as well, so let me know about that. Basically, so a block in Minecraft, the texture for it is 16 pixels by 16 pixels, right? So you can see like the top pixel of the endstone blocks is like this. That would be 1 pixel. That's another. That's another. So this is like a 3x1 like set of like texture pixels that are like, they all look the same, right? So the top half of the top pixel, you aim at that. So it's a very small gap, but like that line at the very top half of the top pixel on the block. You aim there with the boat, and you place the boat there, and you get in it like almost straight after, and then you should like start slowly descending through the block as the boat, like, I don't really know the mechanics of it, but as the boat does its thing, and then you get out after like a half second of like slowly falling through the block in the boat, and then then the boat will hit the floor and then break. And it will drop 3 planks and 2 sticks. Yeah, I'm guessing it's just like a multiple cycle end fight. As far as big takeaways, I'd say in the overboard, like forward thinking how you're going to path your overboard could have saved like a solid amount of time here. Like not backtracking for different trees, like needlessly, like making sure you get the water in a like a linear way. Gold pick and using gold axe on crimson trees, like for extra blocks for bridge. Boy in bridge route to get more pigs sometimes. Like if you're mining the old chalice, pretty good. What else? I mean, yeah, obviously not placing all your wood, but I'm sure you picked up on that yourself. Yeah, I'd say like you blinded too early. Like you want to overlap as much stuff as you can in the fortress split before blinding. So like it's fine to blind on like 4 rods if you've killed, if there's all the places are dead at the moment. You've made all your beds, you've made your boat anchors, you've crafted eyes. If you've already done everything you can overlap, sure, blind on like less than 6 rods, but if you've still got stuff to do, you should do those before blinding. And the preemptive thing, I think I guess just like not being super familiar, like sure the block entities part is larger, but that just isn't a valid spike. Like, what's the value for it? Let's see. It's really hard to read. 41 and it's like 3, I think. I've never seen anyone hardware like that. It's like you've got a 0 entity reading, which is like the ideal. Like, even on a dig down, that's pretty good. 0 entities. And 40, yeah, 41 and 3. I've never seen anyone's hardware have something that with a 41 block entities and 3 unspecified be the portal room. It's normally around it's fuck. I know the numbers for hitbox preemptive. For this, I think it's normally 40 and 10, and then there's the spike you get here, which for you is like 30-30 or like 25-30. And then the other one is like 50 and 0 or something. It's like a 0 unspecified and like 50-55 black entities. Like 50 to 55 black entities. Yeah, that if you want to like actually get your specific numbers, there's a practice map that you can use. There's like a super flat map where there's like the standardized like mob spawner there with the chest in front and then the chest behind it and no chest to give you all 3 different spikes you can get. Yeah, if you want me to send you that that practice map, actually I think the Meeby video that talks about hitbox preemptive shows you how to use that map to get your value. So yeah, I'd recommend watching that video to get more comfortable with preemptive. Yeah, I'd say that's everything I've picked up on here. Yeah, if you have any questions about anything I've said or want me to send any of the clips I'd mentioned I might record for you, just ping me your thread and I'll get around to it.